I mean, guys, what is happening with this terracotta concealer? I can see some perfection. I mean, look at this. Ooh. The reality. Oh. the reality. And then, poof. A little bit of a magic from the Guerlain and their terracotta concealer. Right here. In front of your eyes. Oh. 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 Oh my god, it's stuck! What? Oh, wow. What is... I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the exit here, it is so tight. It is so tight. The hole is so tight. But with a little bit of love, every hole can open. I mean, guys, what is happening on my face thanks to this unique Guerlain Terracotta concealer? I mean, like, it is beautiful. I mean, what has happened on my face? Is this some sort of a Guerlain magic? Because I love it. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with a new and possibly a very exciting episode because, guys, I am so excited. We are actually going to talk and we are going to test products from my favorite brand, which is GUERLAIN Paris. And we have all the latest, hottest, newest launches in the form of the new concealer from the Terracotta. And this is a huge surprise, probably. You didn't probably heard anything about this. And I have it, which is a new terracotta blush from Guerlain. Shocker. And then we are going to put to the test a new oil to our lips from Guerlain as well. And then we are going to combine it with the other already known and famous products from Guerlain. So yes, guys, if this is something that interests you, welcome. Please tune in to my channel, to the party where we celebrate diversity and beauty. Because diversity makes us all different, but at the same time unique, gorgeous, and beautiful. Let's start today's episode. Today's episode is all about the latest launches from GUERLAIN Paris. Alright, guys, so here we are back, ready to do a little bit of a makeup. But before we are actually going to do it, let's prep our face with the things that I have recently reviewed and that I recently continue exploring. So let's give ourselves a little bit of a glow, and with that we're going to use the DIOR Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Rosy. What I am going to do, actually, I'm going to take a palette and I'm going to put a little bit of the on that maximizer on my palette. And now I am going to take a little bit of DIOR Forever Star Filter in the shade 1N, and I am going to put a little bit in here, just like so, on my palette. Now I am going to mix it, just like so. I love mixing the formulas, you know. And now I am going to take the brush and look at the glow, at the beautiful subtle glow with a little bit of a blush at the same time that is quite nude. I guess at this moment Guerlain doesn't have such kind of a similar product, so I like to layer something underneath that is going to give me that unique glow and a little bit of a moisture. A little bit maybe over here. Can you see the glow? Because, well, I don't know. We'll see. I expect that the Guerlain Terracotta concealer might be a little bit mattifying. The Guerlain Terracotta foundation was a product that I wasn't very fond of. It was definitely quite mattifying and drying on my mature skin, so I expect that Terracotta concealer might be a little bit mattifying as well. So before that, I decided to give myself a little bit of a glow. And now, the second thing that I want to use, this is going to be the primer DIOR Forever Velvet Veil. I'm going to take quickly one pump, just like so. Rub it into my fingers and then put it in here in my T-zone to give me a little bit of a blur and a little bit of a smooth, because once again Guerlain, in their portfolio of the products, they don't have, or at least I'm not aware of, that type of the primer. So now I am good, I am primed, I'm ready to go, and let's talk about the new and recent exciting launches from the Guerlain. So guys, the first product is this one, which is Guerlain Paris Terracotta Concealer Natural Perfection Concealer 24-hour wear, no transfer. This is how the product looks like, and my concealer is in the shade 1N Neutral. We're getting quite a good amount of the product, 11.5 milliliters, which is absolutely a very good news. So the most unique thing about this product is a claim that it is a 95% naturally derived ingredients. So I'm like, huh? So good, so cool, guys. So of course I had to check the ingredients list, and guys, we are going to talk really very quickly about the ingredients, but by all means I am not any expert about the ingredients. My opinion is based on the research on the internet. So guys, right now you can see the ingredients list, and what I can see, or should I say what I do not see, is that I do not see controversial products, controversial ingredients that are non-beneficial to your skin, which is such a good news. This is an alcohol-free concealer. Once again, incredible, wonderful news, because my skin under eyes do not accept alcohol in any way or form, even if it's skincare or if it is the makeup. It just don't. I'm just continuously crying because there is too much of sensitivity in my under eyes. No alcohol. There is no alcohol in this concealer. So good. And then there are no other controversial products like BHT, BHR and whatnot. It's gone. It's good. It is wonderful. As they promise, it is a 95% naturally derived ingredients. And then really very quickly, what I can see a moisturizing glycerin, which is so good. And then I can see the lecithin, a wonderful soothing ingredient. Then I can see a tocopherol, which is vitamin E, a very powerful and punchy antioxidant that is going to protect your skin from the external stressors. So good. And then we have Argania spinosa kernel oil, which is the argan oil. So good that we have such product, such ingredient in this product that might give an extra moisture. Something for the mature skin is definitely looking forward to. And then we have a very interesting product, which is Jania Rubens extract on the bottom, which is the red algae extract, which is basically a marine extract as they promise. The presence is actually in here, a very interesting, another soothing, wonderful skin caring ingredient. So yes guys, that would be all when it comes to ingredients, and right now let's go to the application and see how this incredible moisturizing concealer is going to cover and take care about my skin. So yes, guys, okay, so we have the concealer, right? And now when you open the bottle, when you open the box, ta-da! There is the concealer Terracotta, and there is that unique Guerlain sign. I mean, guys, I am not even kidding, but the details in here is incredible. It's a frosted glass bottle right over here. The cap, Guerlain, the sign of a Guerlain. It is incredible. So guys, what I am going to do now, first, I'm going to, oh my god, it's stuck! What? Oh wow. What is, I mean, what I'm trying to say is that the exit here, it is so tight. It is so tight. The hole is so tight. But with a little bit of love, every hole can open. Let's not go deep into that. What I'm trying to say, okay, guys, this is tight. And now I'm just, okay, good, okay. It came out, the doe foot, very small, very tiny. So what I'm going to do now, oh wow, okay, wow, oh gosh, okay, good. Excuse me. Extremely thin formula. Absolutely extremely thin formula. And as you can see, the shade 1N is melting with my skin. I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice. Allow me to recover my voice and I'll be back in just a second. Testing, test. Do I have a voice? Do I have a voice? Excuse me. Okay, now we can continue with the episode. So, where was I? The shade 1N. As you can see, it kind of melts with my skin. We're going to see if it's going to oxidize and whatnot. Because, as I've mentioned before, I actually never bought... Well, I haven't mentioned that. I never bought a terracotta foundation. It wasn't a foundation for me. It was a foundation that was a little bit makeup-y, extremely beautifying with the powders infused in that foundation. But by the end of the day, it was a super drying foundation to the point where it was just too much. I could not moisture my skin enough to make it work with the foundation. So I do have a sample for the test of the terracotta foundation, but then I decided, okay, I believe that this this big concealer, more than 11 milliliters, is designed to be put all over the face. So this is what are we going to do. I'm going to skip application of the foundation and I will try to use this concealer all over my face to see what kind of covering and skincaring results we can have during the whole day. This is how are we going to do it. By the way, the formulation is really very unique, extremely thin, but then it does have coverage. And I guess my personal issue with the terracotta line would be the undertones. They're really very strange, the undertones. And I had a chance already to swatch these concealers, and it was very surprising to discover... I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. It was really very surprising for me to discover that the shade 00N was darker from the 0.5N. So it starts darker, lighter, and then darker. And then the undertones, they're a little bit super warm tone orangey. I can already see it's oxidizing. So have that in mind. And if you have a chance, definitely give it a swatch. Definitely give it some sort of a testing. Wait 5 minutes and see the real result, because you might be quite surprised. 00 is not that super light after oxidation. And then 0.5 and is lighter, and then, as I said, 1 and is darker. Give yourself a chance to see the final shade after the oxidation. Good. What I am going to do as well, I am going to use the Guerlain Kabuki brush. This is how the product looks like, and guys, this is my favorite brush from Guerlain when it comes to application of the Guerlain product. At the same time, Guerlain is always recommending using their brushes, so you know it's a little bit of a makeup fun. Why not? Let's give it a go and let's give it a try. So guys, when you open this, there is a cute little pouch right over here, and then you have a gorgeous and beautiful brush, and I love it. I mean, I love that the brush for the complexion is hidden inside the pouch, so that whenever your brush is dirty and you haven't had the time to clean it, you just put it in a pouch, and then you know it's closed. It's not gonna make dirty anything else, like your makeup pouch or whatever. Anyway, I digress. So this is the brush. Mine, okay, guilty of charge, is not fully clean because I am using Guerlain products quite often. So guys, what I am going to do now, I'm going to take this concealer. Oh, it is really tight. Okay, guys, it is really tight, like in this bottle. Okay, like this, and like this. And we'll see. Super, super thin formula. And then on their videos, they're actually proposing to apply it with the finger. So let's see what kind of a result we can have with applying with a finger. All right. Super thin formula. Absolutely. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, there is some perfume to it, but then you have to have in mind that the Guerlain is a perfume brand. So obviously you're going to find the perfume in their product. I personally love their perfume in their Guerlain Terracotta line. This is something really incredible, mesmerizing, some seductive perfume that I really enjoy it, so I don't mind. But if you are sensitive to any sort of a smell, perfume, scent, have in mind that the Guerlain, as the makeup line, will always launch products with perfume in it. All right. Ooh. Okay. Guys, I mean, can you see it? It is very subtle, okay? We do not talk about some massive coverage, but it is nice. This, like, even out. But we might need some more. It is a test. Why not? Let's give it a try. So, I'm going to add a little bit in here. Super thin consistency. So, if you are a fan of instant coverage, full coverage, this is not the one. Okay, it's buildable. Good news. It is buildable. Oh wow, okay. I'm going to stretch a little bit on the eyelid. In fact, I'm going to put some of the eyelid because I have something in mind after. Guerlain, for me personally, it's a brand that has a very unique approach to the makeup. Makeup, no makeup, a super subtle makeup that is just like, are you wearing something? Are you not? This is something that in France, and especially in Paris, a city of beauty and fashion, is very well practiced. You can meet beautiful, wonderful women that are definitely wearing makeup, but it's so beautiful, subtle, and gentle that it's hard to say. You know, it is very natural. And I suppose the Guerlain approach to the makeup is the same. And, guys, oh, I mean, guys, what is happening with this terracotta concealer? I can see some perfection. I mean, look at this. Ooh. The reality. Oh. the reality. And then, poof, a little bit of a magic from the Guerlain and their terracotta concealer right here in front of your eyes. But guys, I mean, jokes aside, okay, it's nice, and I mean, wonderful, good. The shade 1N, you know, the undertones are not very friendly on on my side, but it's okay. And now I'm going to use this concealer and try to put this all over my face. This is weird. I mean, this is strange. It is really very tight and difficult to apply. Maybe it is made on purpose. The applicator is very strange. It does not pick up lots of products. Oh my gosh, the terracotta scent is incredible. Yes, it's definitely giving me some gentle coverage. So, once again, if you are a fan of massive coverage, this product is not going to be for you because it's not giving that type of a coverage. It is this kind of like everyday type of a makeup when you want to even out your skin tone and be good to go. But I like it. I mean, you know, I like it if, for example, makeup, no makeup is very good. I mean, if you're a man that likes to have a makeup, no makeup, I can assure you that this concealer is going to give you, by the way, the sun came out. This concealer is going to give you a beautiful coverage, but it's not going to be, you're not going to be super covered. It's going to look super natural. All right, guys. I think that, you know, the application is done. Half of the face is applied. Half of the face is not applied. So, allow me to no, we need to, we need to do something with the light. I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys. So the concealer is applied. Half of the face is applied and half of the face is not applied. So allow me now to approach so that you can have your own judgment and your own look at the situation. So this is the side of my face that is not covered. All right. And a little bit of a glow from the DIOR that comes from within. And now this is the side that is covered. I mean, I'm looking at myself in the mirror, and what do I see? I see some light coverage. So the concealer is definitely giving me a light to medium coverage. And everything is like, the creasing is minimalistic, which is super rare because usually at this time, most of the concealers, they would be really very creasy. I do not sense any sort of a dryness. Everything is kind of like covered, but once again, there is no massive coverage that comes from this product. Good, guys. So allow me now to apply this concealer on the other side of the face of the camera to save some time, and then we'll continue with this episode. Alright, guys, and here we are back with the concealer applied on my face, and allow me to approach so that you can see it. As you can see, once again, there is not a massive coverage, but everything is beautifully evened out. So far, so good. I mean, the foundation terracotta was already drying. This This is so far not really very drying, which is amazing. And then when it comes to the under eye area, because obviously it's a concealer, the creasing, it's minimalistic. Of course, every concealer will crease on you, good news, bad news, whatever. Every concealer creases, there's no way that it won't. But this formula is actually so super extra thin that it's just applying very nice and very seamlessly. By the way, let's check the swatch and see what we can observe right over here. Yes. And this is something that you need to be ready for. The Guerlain products, they do oxidize. As you can see, this is the fresh layer and this is the old layer. They do oxidize, although oxidation is apparently individual for everyone. So as you can see, it has oxidized almost like probably half of the shade, if not even one shade darker. And it's 1N. So we don't really have a super bright and light colors concealer from the Terracotta. Another thing that is definitely worth mentioning. But then, okay, when it comes on my face, I like it. I personally like it. This is the Guerlain approach to the makeup, a super subtle, gentle makeup, no makeup that doesn't look like makeup, it just looks like your skin, but better. So what I'm going to do, and this is something that I often do when I'm testing concealers, in this under eye area, I'm going to tap it and I'm going to gently set it with the Pat McGrath Labs under eye powder in the shade Light. This is a very famous, if not the most famous powder in the world. Do we have it? Yeah, we do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in my under eye area. A little bit on my eyelids because I want to do some makeup on my eyelids as well. And yeah, good. We have it. Once again, the under eye area that is set and the under eye area that is not set. Once again, and I'll be probably repeating myself very, very often, this is light to medium coverage concealer. I think it was meant like that to look the most naturally possible. Good, guys. Okay, let's jump into another product. And because we need to add a little bit of a color to my face. So let's add a little bit of a colors to my face, and normally I would use a bronzer, and the bronzer that I would use would be this one, Terracotta Light. This is how the product looks like, and it's one of my favorite bronzers. My bronzer is in the shade 00 Clair Rosé. And what I like about this bronzer is its uniqueness, and this is something that Guerlain is able to do it. So basically, when you unbox it, by the way, guys, I mean, the packaging is incredible. You can see the Guerlain logo. It is incredible. And then when you open, you see the bronzer, and it's very unique mosaic powders. Some of them they're blush, some of them they're bronzer, some of them they're highlighters, everything mixed together. It's going to give you a very unique hybrid type of a bronze lasher mixed with bronze mixed with blush, bronze lasher, but still it's going to be bronzy. In fact, actually mixing these colors all together is going to give you a very beautiful warm bronze to your face. But I don't want to use it because I used it several times already on my channel and we have a new blush to be featured. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to use this bronzer on my eyelids as some sort of an eyeshadow. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. I'm going to swirl it. And gently, I am going to apply this as an eyeshadow, and we're going to see the result after. Okay. Nice, very nice, but as I've said, this bronzer is definitely on the warming side, as many of the complexion actually from the Guerlain. We don't have a very cool tone shades from Guerlain when it comes to the foundations, when it comes to bronzers. It's just not. Guerlain likes a natural shades that are very bronzy, should I say. Good. Now, let's take it and apply it on the other eyelid. Just like so. Okay, something is happening. The camera is actually even showing these warm tones as orangey. This is how the camera is picking up and it's interpreting colors. But then we will try to go outside and then you'll see the whole makeup, how it looks like in the outside light, because the outside lights, they're absolutely different in comparison with the lights inside the studio. Good. And this is how are we going to actually leave it, because I do not want to do not want to bronze myself, because I want to add a different color on my eye cheeks while using a super exciting and new premiere. And guys, it is this one. Guerlain Terracotta Blush, the natural healthy glow powder blush. This is how the product looks like, and we are actually getting here 5 grams of the product, which is a little bit less in comparison with the bronzer. The bronzer gives you 10 grams, the blush is giving you 5 grams. And this is something that I observed actually recently, and it's quite interesting because this is the old packaging from Guerlain when it comes to the terracotta line. And this is terracotta line, but a new one. So does that mean that we're getting rid of the old packaging and we are repackaging into this? And the same thing would be with the brushes. This is the old terracotta brush packaging. And then this is the new one. So I suppose, well, you know, allegedly, I cannot confirm for sure because I'm not sure. Maybe we are actually changing the packaging as well from the old one to the new one. We shall see in the future. We shall find out. Good. So guys, I suppose when it comes to this blush, it was a huge surprise because it has been launched right now in France, and not even the news channels on Instagram, they were not aware. They haven't been saying anything. So when I saw it and I had the chance to get it minus 30%, I will yes, I'm jumping in. And by the way, really very quickly, guys, right now you can see the ingredients list, and the ingredients list is very impressive. So that's why I decided to talk about it, because we are actually talking about the 90% naturally derived ingredients powder. It's incredible. It's amazing. This is product that says honey. There's honey in it that is going to take care about your skin. Of course, there's a perfume in here, and then we have glycerin, another moisturizing ingredient. We have tocopherol, which is vitamin E, punchy antioxidant that is going to protect you from external stressors. And then we have Argania spinosa kernel oil, which is just argan oil in a powder. I mean, in this blush. Such an abundance of skin-caring ingredients, and on top of that 90% naturally derived ingredients. It is incredible. But let's stop talking and let's start applying. So guys, this is the blush. Once again, beautiful logo from Guerlain. And let's compare it with a terracotta, because terracotta is giving you 5 grams more. But well, at least we have a family now of the bronzer and of the blush. So guys, let's see what kind of an effect we can get. There are lots of shades, and I choose the shade 00 Nude Clair. And this is how it looks like. A very beautiful pinky blush. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a super fluffy brush and let's go and see what is happening. Okay. Something is appearing. Something is... Oh my gosh, once again. A super punchy perfume that I don't mind, but if you in some way don't like perfumes, stay away. Super subtle, buildable blush, something that I personally enjoy very, very much because you have a control, and I love control in the makeup. So a very beautiful natural blush that rather goes on the mattifying side. The glow that you can see comes from within, from priming my face. You can see the difference. For the sake of this, because normally I would stop, because this already looks super natural. But for the sake of this video and of the test, I'm going to build a little bit more. Beautiful. I can imagine that mixing with a bronzer, everything would be looking really very nicely, very beautifully. So this is the side with a blush. Very beautiful, very natural, very subtle, but you can definitely see the difference with the side that doesn't have it. Oh my god. I'm so mesmerized by the powerful scent of this product. Good. A control. This is something that I personally enjoy very much when it comes to makeup. I'm very nicely blushed. I don't think I need more. And now what I like to do, a little bit of a fun experiment and whatnot. I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to take a little bit of that blush and apply it in the center of my eyelid. Let's see what kind of effect this is going to give it to me, and we are going to use it as some eyeshadows. Yeah. Wow. Very nice. Everything blends together very nicely, seamlessly. It doesn't leave any streaks. It doesn't leave anything suspicious. Alright. I guess when I'm gonna apply mascara a little bit later, everything is going to look really very nicely. But guys, okay, I digress a little bit. Allow me now to approach so that you can see how it looks like for now. Very natural, absolutely very natural. The concealer performs so good. The concealer performs so good. I mean, okay, this is the area that has been powdered, but then this is the area that has not been powdered, and there's a minimalistic creasing. Very unusual behavior when it comes to the concealer. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do, because I can feel that the whole complexion is a little bit tacky, I'm going to use the Guerlain Meteorite Fierce Glow powder. This is how the product looks like, and this powder has been launched because of the Christmas, and it was a limited edition Meteorites. I like Meteorites really very much. It is a super unique approach to Guerlain when it comes to the powders. They have other powders from the collection that is neither Meteorites or the Terracotta, but then I don't know. I like uniqueness. I like when the brand is original, and their approach while creating this powder is definitely very unique and very original. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the box and look. You have pearls with different colors and different finishes. Some of them they're brightening. There is once again a very mesmerizing, seductive perfume to these pearls. Now I'm going to swirl it with a brush, just like so, and I'm going to very slightly apply it. This is not a setting powder. This is a finishing powder. So I definitely want to get rid of that type of a little tackiness that comes from the I was like, hi. If tackiness that comes from the concealer. Just like so. Very gently tap it. The Meteorite powders are rather more on the mattifying side, but it's not a dry matte. It is a very natural type of a matte, a little bit of a luminous, but maybe rather more like soft matte. And the effect that it gives is super natural. A little bit more to apply it once again here on my forehead. And we're good. I mean, so far so good. Everything looks nice, fresh, and natural. I love it. I love it. Good. I'm repeating myself. Hey, I love it. Guys, okay. Last step. What we're going to do, we're going to jump into the lips. And let's talk about this product. This is how the product looks like. And it is Guerlain Kiss color reviving lip balm, 24-hour hydration, honey and beeswax infused. And this is the balm. This is the balm, and I have been using it for quite some time, and I love it. And it is in the shade 309 Honey Glow. When you open it out of the box, you can see a beautiful gold packaging. This is metal. It's quite heavy, not super heavy, but it is quite heavy. And then look how we like each other with a balm. I love lip balms. And this is the special type of a balm that is going to activate while applying to your lips and while reacting with the pH of your lips. So guys, can you see a little bit of a difference between the lips that are still without the balm and the balm? It's just like your lips but better. You can already see the color reviving technology being activated on your lips. It's super smooth, extremely comfortable, nourishing. Ah, I love it. Okay, good. So now the last product that I would like to feature would be this one. And it is Guerlain Kiss Bee Glow Oil. This is how the product looks like. It is color reviving lip plumping oil, 24-hour hydration, honey and royal jelly infused. We're getting 9.5 milliliter of the product. And guys, my product is in the same shade as the balm, and it is 309 Honey Glow. So now I have a full set, which makes me really very quite happy. So guys, I am a huge fan of the balms and huge fan of the lip oils. Currently, my favorite lip balm and the lip oil combo would be the one from the DIOR Backstage. I love this balm, I love this oil. So let's give it a try and let's give it a whirl to this lip oil. Ta-da! As you can see, now we actually have a set, which is very inconsistent because the Guerlain on the new lip oils is written like this, and on the lipstick is written like this in a font. There are different fonts. I mean, what is happening with the French beauty brands these days? They're transforming, they're changing, and it's just not consistent. I am a freak when it comes to the details, and I see those details. Anyway, let's get into the lip oil. This is the Doe-Foot, very similar to the one from the DIOR. And let's apply it. The honey glow. Because, by the way, guys, this is honey infused. We are talking about the cosmetic products with honey, and that they're infused with honey. So, oh, wow, okay, ooh la la. I mean, already after the balm it was good, but now... We're jumping into a different dimension when it comes to comfort and when it comes to luxury. I mean, look at my lips. Look at my makeup. Allow me now to approach so that you can see it on your own and have your own judgment. The concealer, the blush, the powder from Meteorites, and then the lips. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, guys. Okay, allow me now to do the final touches of the camera, and I'll be back with a finished look. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with a finished look and a first check-in. A check-in right after the application. And guys, I mean, guys, what is happening on my face thanks to this unique Guerlain Terracotta concealer? Like, it is beautiful. I mean, what has happened on my face? Is this some sort of a Guerlain magic? Because I love it. Because I absolutely love it. So allow me now to approach so that you can see for yourself from the close-up and have your own judgment. Guys, I mean, we are talking about the concealer that we used all over my face, hardly powdering or setting or whatnot. The major powdering that just happened was in this under eye area with Pat McGrath, but then the rest, just a little bit of a Meteorites, and that was it. And then this is the side that has not been powdered, and look, a minimalistic creasing. And then the lip oils. Absolutely love it. My lips are drinking it, which is quite unusual because usually lip oils, they're just like sit on my lips, while this is just like, and it's almost gone. But then the glow and the nourishment and the sense of comfort, and then the color reviver technology. It's wonderful. I guess the color reviver technology is better for me in comparison with the tints, because tints, they stay, while the color revival technology is really very temporary. And then the eyelids, using the bronzer and the blush itself. So yeah, guys, that would be all when it comes to this first impression. If the weather is going to allow us, let's go outside and check this makeup in the natural light. And then let's meet by the end of the day so that we can have a final thoughts, and you can hear my opinion about these products while having experience while working with them. So yeah, guys, right now let's try and go outside and see how this gorgeous makeup is going to look like in the natural light. Hello, gorgeous, beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with this promise check-in in the natural light, and let me just say actually a quick check-in because as you can see the clouds, something is in the air. Something is definitely in the air. So allow me to approach really very quickly and closely so that you can have a look. Actually, you have an opportunity to look at the makeup made with a Guerlain product, which is basically the concealer, which is the blush, and then the concealer in the under eye area. This is area that has not been fixed or set by any way, and this is area that has been set with a Pat McGrath powder, and this is how the whole makeup looks like in the natural glory. What I can say by now, it is a little bit drying. This is the beauty of the terracotta. It's going to be definitely beautifying, but at the same time it can be a little bit drying. That's what I can say. And the second thing, I guess because the natural light is different, there is a little bit of a texture while using the concealer as the all over concealer, not in the under eye. In the under eye area, actually it looks very nice. It performs really very well, but like on the face I can see the texture. So I suppose some extra smoothing powders or products would be a very nice welcome. Okay guys, so I suppose that would be all when it comes to this check-in in the natural light. All what is left is just to check how the concealer from Guerlain and how the products from Guerlain are going to look like by the end of the day. So yeah, okay, jumping in the studio right now for the last checking, the performance checking by the end of the day. Hello gorgeous beautiful stars. Paris Star Channel here welcomes you with this check-in by the end of the day. And when I say by the end of the day, I really mean it because, as you can see, it's almost midnight. So guys, the time has arrived to do a little bit of the check-in and a little bit of a meeting to summarize everything what has happened on my face. So before I am going to tell you what I think about the product, allow me to approach so that you can have your own non-influenced judgment, because this is very important. Your own judgment. So guys, allow me to approach and show you everything what I can show you in 4K in the details. So guys, you are looking at the concealer Terracotta from Guerlain that has been put all over the face. You are looking at the blush. You are looking at the lips, the juicy lips. And then when it comes how the concealer performs in the under eye area, this under eye area has been set with a powder from Pat McGrath, and this one has not been set or fixed in any way during the day. And then I used a little bit of a blush and the bronzer on my eyelids, and this is the makeup in a full glory after a whole day of wear. So guys, okay, let's go with the flow and let's summarize everything what has happened. First, the terracotta concealer. Guys, Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the terracotta concealer from the Guerlain. It is the most unique formulation, and it's been a while since I've been amazed and almost like gagged by the concealer formulation. If you have mature skin like I do, if you don't mind super thin, lightweight consistency that is going to give you light to maximum medium coverage that is non-creasing, this concealer is for you, because it does all what it claims to be: a beautiful, natural looking makeup, non-heavy makeup. And the concealer is actually all the concealers will crease. So in that category, it is almost non-creasing, minimalistic creasing. When I am looking in my under eye area after a whole day of wear, I am actually gagging because can you actually see? You can see some darkness peeking through. But this especially the concealer does not require actually powdering, which is such a good news for mature skin and for the wrinkly mature eye area. It's just like, I'm just like, oh my gosh. After a whole day, if this concealer will offer me light to medium coverage, but at the same time it's going to look like that in my under eye area, I accept its limitations because myself, I have my own limitations. So, me with my limitations and the concealer limitations, we are perfectly married, and with this marriage, you can see this incredible makeup. Granted, in my under eye area it looks good, but then when it comes as a concealer for all over my face, it does accentuate a little bit of the texture. And I can see my pores, usually with special foundations. It's kind of smooth. This is not like super enhanced at the same time, but I can see some texture. So if I would use some extra smoothing powders, maybe Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, which is perfect for me powder for smoothing, maybe it would look better. But then I didn't want to use too much powder because it's a test of the concealer and its formula after all, and I am absolutely amazed and shocked, and yeah, I absolutely love it. A very good choice for the mature skin if you're looking light to medium coverage. Good. Let's go to the next product, and a super exciting launch from the GUERLAIN Terracotta, which would be the blush. Guys, I mean, well, despite the fact that it's just 5 grams in comparison with a bronzer that offers you 10 grams, the shade is beautiful. The perfume is punchy. I don't mind. Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the terracotta blush on top of that. As you can see, there is a new packaging in here. There might be some refills because I still have the old packaging, and the old packaging of the terracotta doesn't have that. The new ones they're having. So there's still some evolution from the GUERLAIN. But let's focus ourselves on this blush. I guess the blush got tired during the whole day, but we're talking about the whole day. Nonetheless, you can still see some color peeking through. Not a lot, but there is still some present. It looks very subtle, it looks very gentle, it looks very natural, and I personally like it a lot. So it definitely fits in my category of the makeup, no makeup, super beautifying, subtle, gentle makeup. So for me, Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the Terracotta blush, a new exciting launch. Then when it comes to the Kiss Kiss Balm from GUERLAIN, I know this balm for a very long time, not for a very long time, but for some time, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It is extremely comfortable to the lips. The color reviver technology definitely works. It revives the color, and I prefer color reviver technology instead of a tint, because tint might be very aggressive when it comes to leaving a stain on your lips, while this is going to revive its extra beautiful pinky natural color, and I personally like it a lot. So when it comes to the GUERLAIN Kiss Kiss Be Glow Balm, Paris Star Channel gives a green light. When it comes to the new launch, Kiss Kiss Be Glow Oil from GUERLAIN, guys, I mean, do I have to say anything? Can you see the juiciness on my lips? I love such products, and my lips drink this oil, which is quite unusual because usually lip oils, they stay on my lips, while this is just like my lips, I want more, I want more, I want more. I mean, yeah, I want more, guys. extremely nice and comfortable lip oil that doesn't really have any special taste, that doesn't have anything extraordinary apart from the fact that it's super glossy and super cushiony, and it gives you that kind of a color, and then the color reviver technology is enhanced. So when you combine the balm with the glow, you're going to have an even more enhanced effect on your lips, and this is how it looks like. So obviously Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the Kiss Kiss Blee Glow Oil from the Guerlain. And then if I would like to compare it with my personal favorites, which would be the ones from the DIOR, and it is the DIOR Backstage Lip Glow Oil and the DIOR Backstage Lip Glow Balm. These are a little bit better in my personal opinion because they stay on my lips longer. When I put this for the night and I go to bed, I'm waking up still with these products on my lips. They stay for that long. They stay for all night. While the products from Guerlain, they actually they don't have that long longevity, but it's pretty close to the ones from the DIOR. So I absolutely love it. Good. Now when it comes to the powder from the Meteorites, I love the powder. I think it's a very unique approach when it comes to Guerlain. This powder gives you a very unique finish, and you know, either people will like it or people will not like it. I like the approach of the Guerlain to the cosmetics and to the makeup, and I loved it. I love it. As you can see, it's just like my skin but better. And it's definitely thanks to this powder as well, who kind of set everything down and gave me a beautiful, super natural matte finish. So when it comes to the Guerlain powder Meteorites, Paris Star Channel gives a green light. When it comes to the Terracotta bronzer, of course, the Terracotta light bronzer is again incredible product, and I suppose in the near future I need to explore more of the terracotta bronzers because there are different. This one is a light, which means it's this mosaic kind of composition with lots of different finishes and colors. Maybe I should try a normal typical bronzer from Guerlain because they have more neutral shades. The terracotta lights are definitely very warm, and I'm very curious of that, but for me, it works. It is a very beautiful and unique, subtle, warm bronzer. Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the terracotta light bronzers. And then when it comes to the tools, the brushes from Guerlain, now I've actually cleaned it. Okay, guys, I cleaned the brush. So, it's a beautiful tool. It's absolutely a beautiful tool, wonderfully designed to work with the products from Guerlain. Paris Star Channel gives a green light to the tools from the Guerlain, for example, the Kabuki brush from Guerlain. And yes, guys, oof, that would be all when it comes to this episode. As you can see, one more look from the close-up on this makeup. I mean, Guerlain is absolutely incredible, and it is perfect when it comes to this kind of a super beautifying, subtle makeup, no makeup, and the effect, you can see it on your very own eyes by the end of the day. What a wonderful, beautiful test with the products that work for me, and I'll be continuing exploring them day after day. So yes, guys, this episode has come to an end. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your continuous support. It means a lot to me. Thank you for your likes, your comment, and your engagement in my channel. It's time to say goodbye. So guys, see you in the next episode. But as for now, guys, kisses and cuddles. Mwah. Take care. Bye bye now.